Congressman, here's my concern. Okay, you guys are going to hold hearings, and I know you will, and I applaud you for it. The FBI is going to do the same thing we've seen them do 10,000 times. I'm sorry, I can't comment on an ongoing investigation. Well, I'll look into that and get back to you. And that brings us to a point of what? Okay, what do we do about it then? Because they're just going to stonewall again. What are we actually going to do? Not what you want done or I want done. What will we do?
Right. So, as you know, James Comer, the chairman or the ranking member on oversight, soon to be the chairman, Jim Jordan, the ranking member on judiciary, already have preservation orders in because we know they're going to try and slow roll the documentation. And like you said, when we drag the people in there, they're going to try that number. So I would say this to Christopher Wray and the top lieutenants in the FBI. I hope you've got a time card for the House Judiciary Committee conference room, a hearing room, and a cot, because you're going to set up camp there because that's where you're going to live. That's number one. Number two, the real power that the the legislative branch has over the executive branches. I hope you're willing to work with no money, because that's what needs to happen. The legislature needs to stand up, see if it's got any courage, and say, you know what, you've only got enough money to go after real criminals that are killing little children, that are involved in how about the cartels on the southern border? You know, those type of things. You got money for that, but nothing else. And you're going to have to justify every cent, and we're going to drag you in here 3 months at a time to go through your budget 3 months at a time to make sure you don't have 1 penny extra. That's what's actually got to happen. And the legislature is the one that has to have the courage. The FBI and the executive branch has the courage to run over the Constitution roughshod because they know that no one's checking them. Congress has got to reach down and see if it's got anything and do something about it. And the power is in the money.
Do we have the courage at the leadership level? I'm not obviously worried about the Freedom Caucus, but at our leadership level, assuming, I know that's a big assumption, assuming we're going to take the House, do you think our leadership is going to be committed enough to go through with that? Again, if it was just you running the meetings, I wouldn't be worried. Is our leadership going to be committed enough?
Well, I will tell you this, Jesse. We're all focused on, of course, November 8th. We've got to win the majority first. And then the conversation with leadership begins. And remember, it's not leadership yet. We've already started asking them, what are you committed to doing? What are you not only committed to asking for, what are you committed to fighting for? And what are you committed to getting done? Like, you know, how you treat us when we don't want to vote for one of your boondoggle things that half the Democrats support. What are you willing to do with Republicans that refuse to help out in saving the republic? We want to know that plan. And if we don't see some kind of a plan, well, look, we'll see what the numbers look like, but we're going to hold you accountable, and leadership isn't going to be so easy at this point.
Don't miss Jesse Kelly Breaks History, Che Guevara, the latest episode of a new series available now exclusively for First TV supporters. Visit the First TV app or thefirsttv.com to subscribe and start watching today.